I wish that I started on the red and yellow ball even at the age of 19, 20 years old. Because you can feel the ball so much, like starting out tennis with a yellow ball, even if you're older.
Yeah.
Like even if it's just a few times, start with like a soft, slow ball.
Yeah.
You can actually feel the timing of tennis and feel like what it makes like to hit contact in front.
Yeah.
And like when I'm playing with my son, I'm like, I wish I had this in the beginning and slowly progressed to like a. Now I can see why the USTA has those different balls.
It makes sense in that regard, and I'm not opposed to those soft balls for beginners and for juniors.
Yeah.
I think it's great because it does exactly what you described. It makes it easier to
timing and the feel, right?
hit the ball properly and direct it to a certain place. But what I find difficult and what I don't agree with is the rule by the USTA to not allow under 10 to play with a regular ball. I'm not sure if that rule is still in place.
Right.
But it was when my daughter played junior tennis.
Got it, okay.
And the problem with those softballs is that you have to transition to the real ball eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
And I find that the transition from a softball to a real ball, it's extremely difficult.
Oh, so it's a pick your poison. Is it harder in the beginning or is it harder in the transition?
Yeah, so this is the tricky thing. So I never use softballs with my beginners, never.
Never?
Only real balls, because I developed a method where I teach beginners to develop feel right off the bat. So what naturally happens with beginners when they play with a real ball, the ball is too fast and it sprays everywhere. But I start beginners from the contact and I have them hit very gently into my hands, and they develop the feel for the real ball right off the bat. Because what happens if you transition maybe too quick from a softball to a real ball, of course very talented juniors are going to have no problem, but some might struggle. And when you hit the softball very hard and it still goes in the court, you do that same swing with a real ball, it's going to fly into the fence.
There's a difference.
So some players will have a hard time with the transition. So for that reason, I'm not opposed to what you're doing, because your son is how old?
3.
So it makes sense there. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I would transition to a real ball as soon as possible and make him learn to rally with a real ball.
With a real ball?
Yeah, when he's maybe
4 or 5.
You have to see when he's 5, 6, maybe 7 even. Who knows? But you want to transition to this ball as quickly as possible, because we don't play tennis with softballs. We play tennis with this.